A pair of House primary races in Ohio are being closely watched by national leaders in both parties. The Associated Press now projects that Mike Carey, backed by former President Donald Trump, has edged out 11 contenders to win the Republican primary in Ohio's 15th district. Now, that district stretches from the Columbus suburbs into rural southeastern Ohio. On the Democratic side, AP is projecting that SHONTEL Brown, a candidate close to President Biden, has defeated Nina Turner. Turner is a former Ohio state senator who worked for Senators Bernie Sanders' presidential campaign, and that's in Ohio's 11th district, which does include Cleveland and Akron. Here to break all this down for us, we have NBC News senior political editor Mark Murray joining us. Mark, you always break these numbers better than anyone I know, so let's go ahead and start on the GOP side. What does Mike Carey's win actually mean for the pro-Trump wing of the party? Is this sort of a canary in the coal mine, if you will?
So it still is a reminder that the Republican Party is Donald Trump's party, with some important exceptions. And of course, there was a Republican versus Republican race in Texas last week in which the Donald Trump-backed candidate ended up losing to another Republican. But in this case, you had 11 Republicans who were running on the Republican primary side. And the Trump-backed candidate, Mike Carey, a coal lobbyist, ended up getting 37% of the vote. You know, in the field of 11 candidates, sometimes 37% wouldn't seem all that great, but that was certainly enough to be able to win, where the other candidates who actually had more local ties and state elected office ended up getting less, and 13% was the closest competitor. And so, Morgan, I think that we're going to see some Trump candidates win. We're going to see some Trump candidates lose. But by and large, this is still Donald Trump's party.
But, Mark, just on the Democratic side for a moment, I do want to play just a small piece of Nina Turner's concession speech from last night. Let's go ahead and throw that up for you guys.
They took evil money.
Okay.
They took evil money to come in here and do this. I'm going to work hard to ensure that something like this never happens to a progressive candidate.
And now for our viewers, in case they couldn't hear correctly, she was talking about the role of outside money. Is she correct, Mark, in saying that it was outside money that actually tipped the scales?
Yeah, and so she is right that there was outside money in the race against her, up to about $1 million that was spent that made the race competitive over the airwaves. But the message in these ads, though, wasn't all that controversial, nor was it false, and ended up capturing her comments criticizing Joe Biden in the 2020 election when she was supporting Bernie Sanders, and obviously criticizing other Democratic elected officials since she's been part of the Bernie Sanders movement since the 2016 campaign. All of that had her on camera. All of it was true. And so, yes, it was outside money, but it was actually reinforcing things that she had said. And this was a race that really did break along those kind of Bernie Sanders versus establishment Democratic lines, in which normally in places like Cleveland, Ohio, has been going the establishment way rather than the Bernie Sanders way.
All right, Mark Murray, as always, thank you so much. We appreciate it.